Good morning, students. Today we'll be handling, as is the first class. I congratulate the students who have opted for customer relationship management in hospital management, customer relationship management in hospital management, because you people have selected a very, very important elective, which is a very useful for not only the hospitality sectors, which is very useful in hospitality sectors because nowadays the customers are given lots of weightage whenever you are going for any purchase of product or enjoying the services wherever you go. Customers are given a very very important criteria. They are given lots of weightage so that I congratulate you people for choosing this particular paper. And as is a first class, I'll, I'll start with generally the learning objectives of this particular subject and the preview of the subject, and later on I'll enter into the introduction and evolution of this particular subject. So first we will see the learning objectives of this particular course. So when you're going for customer relationship, first of all, you should study and understand the customer relationship process, because whenever you want to study about the customer satisfaction or need of customers, need in various particular what is that the customer really expects. So that is actually a very big process where nowadays all the companies give lots of preference to this particular set of particular relationship process. Weightage is being given to this customer relationship management. And second point in the learning objectives is the evolution of the customer relationship management and how it is applicable in the current status and the categories of customer relationship management system. So by this particular slide itself, you will be knowing about what is it actually the evolution and how it has arisen, from which stage it has come, and the present status of the customer relationship management, and the categories, how they are categorizing the customer relationship management system in this particular subject. And we'll also be studying the components and architecture of CRM systems. So how it has been, what are all the various components, and what is it, various methods to develop the CRM systems. Because whenever you're going for process, normally when the process is being taken place, the very big system. So how you are going to develop a system, how you are going to develop for each and every company, it varies actually, because for hotel industry or hospital industry, each and every architecture of CRM system, it will be vary, because the satisfaction will be varying according to different categories of industries also. And the next one is where you will be the customer relationship management life cycle. This particular concept you will be studying in the second unit, and its relationship with other enterprise software. So wherever you go nowadays, as one word has been given in this particular point, softwares. So wherever we go, say for example, before 5 years you've gone to a hospital, and after 5 years you're going for that same particular hospital, and if you're having one that particular customer service number, simply they will type and they'll be taking all your database which has been taken for the past 5 years, before 5 years. So that is a very big uh, useful. That is, normally people will be saying it as an ERP software. So this particular life cycle and its relationship with the enterprise, with the other enterprise softwares, it will be a very big technique for the providing lots of satisfaction towards the customer. This is actually the learning objectives concept, and we'll be going for the next slide, that is preview of this particular concept of CRM. So it is an very good strategy coupled with well-defined set of requirements, identification of key success factors, and good partnership will usually lead to success in CRM technology. That is actually what we are coming to say here is where when you are doing any service and any not only service, either the customer is purchasing the products or whenever he is going for an hotels or any hospitals, actually it is combined with that particular product. What are all the requirements and what are all the various keys for success factors, and how we are maintaining the partnership, it will be really leading to a very big success in the current CRM technology. So how you are maintaining the very good relationship or very good partnership with your customers. So when you are selling the product alone, it will not be an end to the end of the sale actually, where even after the sale, how you are taking a survey, how the customers are satisfied after purchasing the product, whether they are really enjoying the products by asking lots of questions to them, how it is working and how the services are being provided by the particular company. And next point is, it is important for the company to understand the CRM implementation needs to be customer driven more than technology driven. So normally, so we people, this particular point, we people always depends on technology. But in CRM, it is not like that. Simply taking on survey and feeding into the system, it will not be working out. Where uh, personal touch, that is what we will be telling in marketing. So whenever any customer is asking any queries, we people are supposed to answer in a very good manner or in a polite manner, and the customer should be satisfied how you people are handling them. So in that way, more than technology driven, we should be always customer driven. And the next point is, CRM implementation must involve both the people, not both. There are three particular concepts here: people, process, and systems, rather than just a narrowly defined IT. So we should not depend only on the softwares, whichever we are having it now, where it should be combined with three aspects, that is, the people, process, and the systems. So all these concepts will be combined together, and we can, uh, if these three components are coinciding together, we can give a very good we can maintain a very good relationship with the customers, and that too when we are coming to any hospitality industries, it will be in very much satisfaction, not only for the companies and also to the customers. And with this, we'll go to the subject now. So that is in this particular subject, that is CRM. So before entering into the CRM in hospitals, we'll be generally seeing overlooking about what is actually CRM. A true CRM integrates corporate strategy, business methodology, and technology to accomplish a myriad of goals for companies that want to operate in a customer-driven environment. So in preview of the subject itself, we were talking about the components: people, process, and systems. That is what we are here we are talking about, that where the customer relationship management integrates the corporate strategy, that is business methodology is a system, and technology to accomplish a myriad of goals for companies that is really looking for customer driven environment. Is not no business is not actually without any customers. So customer friendly or customer driven environment we should develop, then only the customer relationship management can be surely existing. And one or two more meanings and definitions we'll be seeing here about CRM. No businesses can survive without understanding its customers and having a positive relationship with them. So here, when you're going to any banks, normally if you're going for any, I think if you'd have visited any one particular bank called Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank. So as soon as you entering any particular branch, please go and see what it is being displayed there. That is actually a poster will be there. Uh, a poster will be there. What Gandhi told. So in that particular poster, they'll be talking about what Gandhi has told in that poster is about customer satisfaction. Customer is the first preference to develop your business. Like that one wordings will be there in all Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank branches. If anybody else, if you have visited any Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank, you can see there what it has been given. So that is what here they are talking about. So no business can survive without understanding the customers and having a positive relationship with the particular customers. And one more point we will be seeing is CRM provides support for the front end customer facing functionally. Example, marketing, sales, and customer service, which are usually not available in traditional methods. So few places are there where traditional purchases are there still existing, but mostly nowadays people are enjoying the modern method of purchasing concepts. So as we are studying only hospital, so here we can talk about how we can satisfy the customers in that not only in hospital and also in hospital industry where the front end customer facing, that is what we are given here as marketing, sales, and customer service people, because these people whenever we are facing any problems in our mobile network or in any hospital sectors or in any banking sectors, this set of people will be having a direct contact with them. So the way they approach to the customers, really that promotes this particular sectors. So but in previously the traditional methods and all these concepts were not their customer relationship management. Yeah, because you people will be people would have studied in marketing. Marketing is an pull approach and sales is a push approach. So previously it was a push approach. Sorry, yes, it is a push approach, sales and all. But as we are having lots of products nowadays in the market, for whenever you're going for any product purchase or any services you want to enjoy, there are lots of companies which provide this particular services and all, services on both the products and all. So when they want to satisfy customers, normally they do these particular activities and all. So it only people will be telling about the service after sales is very important. Even though you've done the sales, how you're going to give service after sales, that is the main concept in CRM. And we'll be going to the next slide, how the evolution of CRM has been raised nowadays. See, actually it has not in 1970s, uh, before prior to 1970s or 1975, there was no concept called CRM and all. But when the year from the year 1980s and through the mid 90s, the companies, so because of these LPG concepts, liberalization, privatization, and globalization concepts in India, the companies started that many companies have started using IT to automate customer process. So normally it will be giving a discrete customer-centric applications. They were customers were being given lots of weightage in this particular between, that is from the year 1980s and through mid 90s. So companies where lots of IT companies entered into India, and they developed a new software to promote customer relationship management. And late 90s, companies started integrated integrating these discrete systems into what it is known as CRM. So in late 90s, so all this combined, that is integrating these various systems, discrete systems, and they called it as CRM. So here in the CRM, where we are talking about, it is begun in a response to changing market environment as mass marketing gave way to focus segment marketing, and finally to target marketing and individual. So as you are in the third semester in elective, so you people have studied about what is actually segment marketing and target marketing and all. So with this segment marketing and target marketing, so they developed this particular CRM concept because the changing market, because of this changing market, so people were focusing on mainly which segment of people really they are going to target, and they will be taking an survey, and they'll be taking lots of questionnaires to that particular set of customers whom they are really targeting, and what type of satisfaction we can give to the that particular set of consumers in that particular category. Very best example for normally which segment marketing we can talk about is no, not only segment marketing, niche marketing. So niche marketing is talking about very best example is Johnson and Johnson, where they target only for children's, that is between 0 to 3 years old children's. They have really not only segmented, one concept is there you would have studied in marketing, that is niche marketing. So niche marketing, where they go nearly for micro segmentation, and they target the set of customers, set of people there. So that is one best example. And for youth, so again, for if you're going for youth, you can classify male and female, and even for male and female also you can again segment, and micro segmentation also can be done. And one more uh, one more thing is here is about enabled by new technologies that are collected by that are collected by so here the slide is somewhat down, so it only the delay. Enabling new technologies that collected consumer data, companies' progress to focused segment marketing. That is what we were talking about today. That is, we should use the latest technologies to collect consumer data and progress for focused segment marketing. So that is what we were talking here in the present. Micro segmentation also we can do when you are having lots of technology to go for micro segmentation law. So this is actually about how the evolution of CRM has been arised in India. Prior to that 1980s and all, nobody was talking about CRM concepts and all, because everything will be focused only on, because every company was monopoly. So customers were not having any options to pick. But now it is not like that. So when we want to go for any purchase, we can go for n number of products are there in the market, and again, and we can choose from that. That is what why we are talking about CRM, or else it will not be very difficult to understand the set of consumers. Okay, so we'll be going to the next slide what it is actually a simple diagrammatic representation of CRM programs. Here will be as the data itself, as the picture itself is showing about there are how it has been growing. So first thing is to capture data. What is the reason for capturing data is to analyze, and mainly thing other particular concept is cost control and track preferences. So analysis we can do how the customer is really focusing on which type of products, and how the management can control the costs, and the preference of various tracks, how people are mode of purchase nowadays. Mode of purchase also, when it's totally different, all the people nowadays, nearly 20 to 30% of people, for some selected products, people go for online purchase and all that. That is one example for track preferences and all. And next level is process efficiency. That is the holistic view of customer relationship value. So that is very main thing, very important aspect, where the holistic view of customer relationship value. The how the process you are going to maintain the customer relationship value. And the next concept, that is the third concept which is there, is personalized marketing, sales automation, personalized customer service. So so marketing itself, when you're talking about marketing here, we can talk about personalized marketing. So where personalized marketing is nowadays, sometimes you should not keep on disturb. That is different. So personalized marketing means you should identify which type of people are really interested, and according to that you can go for personalized marketing. Then sales automation, sales automation, personalized customer service. So normally, best example I will tell for is personalized customer service. When we are going for any service for, I am actually having a car. So when I am going for a service, after finishing of my service, after 1 week, they'll be calling from that particular service company, and they'll be asking how the company service was, and if any problem, and how will you be rating the service. There will be criteria for that, how to rate the service and all. And if you are satisfied, they'll be telling it. As now, when you're going for not only that particular category, when you're going for even online purchase, people will be going for rating, the star rating. You people will be telling about star ratings. So by seeing the star rating itself, you can see the what we are talking there in the top of the graph. That is build brand loyalty growth. So if you're having very much satisfaction of that particular product or service, normally there will be a very good brand loyalty and growth for that particular brand and also for the company. So very useful, this particular chart. And with this help of chart, we can easily cover the entire syllabus of the subject, that is customer relationship management for hospitals. We can easily cover, because that may it is with these four particular points itself, we can see in what are all the ways, the process, how you're maintaining that data, and how whenever we are talking about the company, the customer is having a very big image. That is what we are talking about here, is loyalty. Everything we can see in this particular slide. So with this, we'll go for next slide. Actually, here, what is that we are talking here is how the CRM is at present stage. So you people are really enjoying, actually, because of already I told, no? LPG concept, that is global. Here in this slide, first point itself, we are talking about globalization and ubiquitous connectivity are forcing companies to re-evaluate how to deliver value to customers. So not only in one particular production industry, in all sets of, in any category of industries, you can have, or you can re-evaluate every 3 months or every 6 months how to deliver the value to customers, because no company is selling for the past 20 years we are giving only this particular service. No, every day or every minute the customers are expecting a new concepts in this particular sectors. So companies always think about what is it we can give new to our customers. Not only I'm talking about products here, mostly as we are studying about customer relationship, we'll be talking only about services also, apart from product features. I'm not telling product feature is not important. Apart from product features, people 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 look for mostly service, how you are satisfying the customers. That is what in the present scenario people always talk about, how you are re-evaluating to give a better delivery to the customers. A large next point we'll be talking about, both the large and small companies now deliver similar products at a low cost with an abundance of options. That is what we are talking, because when we go to any, so if you are entering any supermarket, just go to any one particular place and you can see there are nearly 20 to 25 products on display. Which product you want to choose, that itself will be having a lots of options are there for the customers. So and that too, we are having one word here, at low cost with very good quality, with an abundance of options for customers. Mainly that is what we are talking about, because what is the reason? Because of globalization, we are having a very good competitive companies nowadays, so that we can choose, the customers can pick what really he want. So when very best example is as you, there is one site when you want to purchase any cars. So there are many sites you can go and see. There are one site I will tell today, Carwell. So in Carwell, if you're going and registering that you're going to this particular model you are interested in, and this particular area, if you are within 2 hours after you are registering, within 2 hours you will be getting at least minimum 3 calls. So when you are planning to purchase and what is that model you are looking for, that much tracking system are there nowadays. So that too, with sitting at home itself, you can get a very good product, and also the service you will be enjoying. And one more point here is, to be successful in this competitive environment, companies have to deliver both the quality products and the unique dynamic experiences for the customer, depending on both the gender needs, that is on his or her needs. So wherever you go, not only in product, wherever you go out of the institute, you will be facing one word called every day, every minute, every second, you will be talking about competitive. So competitive environment companies, so they have to deliver surely about the quality products and what they're having unique. So what is it? Unique means you are different, and dynamic experiences for the customer depending on his or her needs, depending upon the products. So that is what here competitive environment. So every second people or customers are looking for a change in the feature and also in the services. So companies should go for nearly every time the research department of the companies should always have a check what really the companies are looking towards customers, or else if they are not looking like that, they will be every time outdated. So there are many companies they didn't focus on CRM techniques. Many companies were outdated, and they are not now in the present markets. So we can tell lots of companies like that which are being outdated not only because of their features, the services also were very poor. So they could not be in touch with the customers, so that new companies arrive and they do lots of process and they maintain very good relationship with the customers. And the present scenario where we can talk about because of every time without that we cannot tell this CRM today LPG concept. uh, our 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 former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh has introduced that concept in the year 1991, LPG concept. So, because of that, you people are enjoying what really the services sector are now at present. So, that is what here we have put today. The topic itself is CRM today. So, still you enjoy. We people, when we were studying or when we were looking for job opportunities and all, we were not having this much opportunities to pick. But you people, young generation, are having lots of options to pick, not only in the product, even for jobs. I'm telling you're having lots of options if you're really having the capability of getting a very good job. There are n number of openings where customer relationship management technique itself is talking about that. So we hear. So please understand how the customer relationship management is very vital roles in the hospital sectors. We'll go to the next slide, which is talking about the types of CRM. The types of CRM. So normally, 1 minute. Yes, next slide. Here, types of CRM. So types of CRM is actually we can categorize into three: operational CRM, analytical CRM, collaborative CRM. So in operational CRM, where they'll be providing front and back end support for sales and marketing, administrative personnel, or customer service processes, where these people only will be having a direct relationship with the customers. So operational CRM, where if they're not acting properly, the customers uh, will never rate them in a very good manner. So when you're talking about front and back end support for sales and marketing or administrative personnel or customer service processes, whichever it is, the operational CRM. where I told previously itself, they'll be having a direct relationship with the customers and their behavior and how they, what type of words they'll be using. So, in a humble manner and in a polite manner, whichever it is, and the method of replying, how they are replying, everything it will be they'll be giving training for this particular back end, front and back end people. So, next one is analytical CRM, where they'll be providing tools for collection and analysis of what data really they gathered during the operational process, where it will be helping to create a better relationship and experience with clients or end users. So they'll be collecting normally. So they'll be collecting, and nowadays it is very easy to collect because as everything is, whatever you do electronically, your data will be it can be shared with many areas. So that will be actually very best example. So it will be providing tools for collection and analysis of data gathered during the operational process. That is why, because to maintain a very good relationship and experience with clients or customers, whoever it is. So where if you're having a very big database about that, it will be very useful for them to analyze really what it is. And collaborative CRM. So in the collaborative CRM, they will be dealing with interaction points between the organization and the customer. So deal with interaction points between organization and customer means here what are all that not only, I'm not talking about only the problems, even uh, you can talk about what really the service is very good about the company or it's very bad, whichever area you can talk. You can talk about the pros and cons of that particular products to the customers, and if they're telling about lots of advantages, you can make a note, and also about any disadvantages you can take it to the higher authorities and you can try to solve. So even when you are say a very best example, when you are installing an AC, so there are procedures but we never follow. That is the main thing. So whenever we are purchasing it, we never install with the help of company people. So the dealer will tell somebody and they'll be coming and fixing it. Actually, I don't know how many of them know that whenever when we are purchasing an AC, three free services are there. So depending upon the company, the three free services are provided. And if you are if the AC is fitted by the person who is not by the company, that free service is not applicable. I don't know how many of them knows it. So these are all the interaction points. So in that way, one best company which follows this is IFB. So when you are purchasing the product, an executive will come to your residence and he'll be explaining about that product, and he will be also telling some other products which are all the products which they are promoting, and it will be which is useful for that particular machines, that is washing machines. And every time, every 6 months, they'll be sending a message about any issues or anything. You can call our customer care, and they'll be keeping on telling about every year what is that they are doing new. These are all the techniques are being provided about by the company. So with this, what is actually the types of CRM we have studied to generally what are all the three types is operational CRM, that is actually talking about front end and back end support executives. And analytical CRM is the collection of data and methods of data which you are going to gather and collaborative, that is between the companies and the customer, companies or the organization and the customer, where you are going to maintain relationship with that particular customers. So this is actually the three types which you are seeing: business, technology, and customer. That is, in business is it promotes customer centric approach. Then we can also go for customer segmenting, and every time one on one marketing nowadays. Wherever you go nowadays, people talk about one on one marketing, where individually customers being contacted and how far they are enjoying the services and how far they are the product is useful to them, and how with this, when we are having very good one on one marketing, we can increase our customer retention. So customer will not be going out very easily, and mostly it will be happening customer retention and all. If you are in the mutual funds industry or in share market industry, you can see if you are having a very good one-on-one marketing, this customer retention will be very high, where people those who are investing in mutual funds will not, if the companies are giving very good service, they will not be going out. Mostly they will be sticking on to the company. So if anybody else is interested in that particular area, you can go and take a survey also, whether they are keeping on shifting for investing for different companies, and they'll be telling 90% will be telling that no, we will not be shifting because it's very good. So that is what in business and technology. So very good word here. In technology, they're talking about foster close customer relationship. So in technology, what is it method they are going to use to foster the customer relationship? And the next thing is analyze the customer information and coherent view of customer. So analyze what is it really the customer is looking for, and they'll be having a very big database. What they'll be analyzing with the help of the database, and they'll be finding out the coherent view of the customers, where this particular technology, without the help of technology, many companies could not uh, could not go for the analyzing and all, because if the technology is not supporting, where they could not maintain the very good relationship. Because as you people know how the technology helps a lot, not only in this sector, in all sectors. And when you are coming to customer side, we can see increased interaction opportunity, and we can also have increased customer loyalty. And wherever you go, this particular word of mouth advertising. So normally, not only for one particular industry which is suiting for this, where you can have a increased interaction opportunity. If this particular CRM is there, means you can see that lots of interaction opportunity, then increased customer loyalty. So the loyalty of the customers will be more when you are having CRM techniques. And word of mouth advertising, not only for any service sector, for product sectors, for product segment, it will be very much useful for word of mouth advertising. So because mostly our Indian type of environment, word of mouth will be spreading very fast, better more than advertising or personalized selling, whichever the concept you're talking. Word of mouth is very, very, uh, if you're having a very good positive one, the company will be having a very good growth. But if the company goes in the other way, the company will be having a very bad image within 1 year. So word of mouth advertising is a must for the companies. So with this Generally we'll be talking about generally we have seen about what is actually the CRM, evolution of CRM, methods of CRM, and how it is being useful for this particular this particular CRM is how it is useful for the development of business. So here, up to date, any doubt means you can clarify, and we'll be going to the next slide talking about what is it really, how it supports. It should support actually. A good CRM should provide should provide or support the following functions. Excuse me. A good CRM should provide or support the following functions. So again and again, we'll be talking here about to capture and maintain customer needs, motivations, and behavior over the lifetime of the relationship. So every time we should always maintain what really the customer is looking for and motivate and behavior over the lifetime of the relationship. What is it motivates and behavior is that so no customer should go look for a new company or a new product when we are giving a better service. That is what here we are talking about, and facilitate the use of customer experiences for continuous improvement of this relationship. Here, how the customer really feels, you should take how the customer is enjoying about the product or service, and you can ask them the questions how they feel, and you no need to ask even the questions, just ask to rate them according to the rating system itself. You can see how the customer is really experiencing. So you can see, that's what I used to tell every time. The young people are having lots of options, so even you can easily rate the company within seconds, but previously it was not like that. So to it will take lots of time if you are not satisfied with the product or service. But the present generation of people can immediately rate the services of the company. So it is a very big there. It is a very big advantage. That is what here we are talking about. Facilitate the use of customer experiences for continuous improvement of this relationship. So we should have ask the customers to experience what he is, whether he is satisfied or not satisfied, and what are all the advantages, disadvantages, everything you can ask them. If any issues also you can ask them, and we can talk about also here integrate marketing, sales and customer support activities, measuring and evaluating the process of knowledge acquisition and sharing. So normally integrate marketing, sales and customer support activities will be evaluating the process for knowledge acquisition and sharing because of the heavy database which the companies are having nowadays are mostly integrated. Both the organization and the customers and the middlemen, these three people play a vital role where the company will be having about the knowledge acquisition and sharing of a huge database of the customers. So with this, the companies can have a drastic growth. Drastic growth means I'm not telling blindly it's a drastic growth. Every time they should be updating the services which are being provided by the organization. So no company can tell that I am providing service for so and so years, still I am in existing. No, there are lots of changes in product features also, and there are lots of changes in services sector also. So you can do lots of services and you can maintain a very big relationship with the customers. That is actually the IT sector will be having the database, and they'll be giving a very big support for the front and front end people. That is what front end means. They'll be the executives who are meeting the customers directly, and we'll be going on to the next slide. That is actually about CRM, how they are delivering it. So that is campaign management. Nowadays, campaign management means you can see it will be generating leads or potential clients for the organization. It will be creating very big campaign is advertising, you can see, and that is only the mostly campaign management at the present scenario. And next comes sales management, how the lead is being converted into a potential customer. So normally when we go for any purchase, so they'll be asking us to write an our name, address, and mobile number, everything. And after viewing the product, and we are coming back after 3 days or 4 days, the executive from the company will call us, and they'll be asking us lots of questions, any problems or any issues, and they'll be making it as a you as a potential customer. The lead வந்து they'll be converting it as a potential customer. Service management. So I already told service after sales. So provide ongoing support for the client and to assist in the operation of the product or service purchase. So that is the main thing. Selling the product alone is not the main thing. Service after sales, that is the ongoing support for the clients and assist in operation of the product or service purchase. Not only for the product or the service also, you can keep on satisfy the customers by providing these sorts of services to them. And complaint management, nowadays this concept is very important. Complaint management to improve customer satisfaction by directly addressing the complaint of the customer and supporting a continuous improvement process, because in one service marketing subject there is one topic itself called complaint management. One type of customer itself is called as complaint service complaint customer. Complaint customer means he will keep on tell about complaining about the company, this is not good and this is not so, we are not satisfied, we are not satisfied with the services which you are given. So we should to address to that set of customers directly, we can address the complaint to the customer itself and support and we should keep on give a continuous support process to that particular set of customers, because no customer will be the same. So 60% of the customers will be having every time talking about dissatisfaction about the products. So if you're not addressing directly to the client, and will what we told in the previous slide is word of mouth advertising or word of mouth campaign, it will be really affecting the growth of the company. So this complaint management, whenever the customer is telling any issues, the executive itself will directly, should not even should, must directly contact the customer and attend immediately, or else I told no, the word of mouth advertising or campaign, it will be hitting the name of the company directly. This is what actually the need for the present scenario to maintain customer relationship management. What is the reason for these things? Because the executives which are being appointed are not directly trained, so immediately they will tell something and the customer will be getting angry and he will be shouting at the executive and the executive will be leaving the place. but trained persons will not be acting like that. They will be trying to satisfy the customers. Normally, every person would have purchased any product, and you should have pay compulsorily. You would have faced any problems. So at that time, what is it? How the company is reacting or response. So I think you should know. I think you will be understanding what is the difference between reaction and respond. So if they are reacting, it is not good. Respond means it is very good for the customers. Up to this, we'll be seeing general introduction of CRM, evolution of CRM, and what are all the types of CRM, and what is that CRM delivery process. Up to this, we would have seen in the first session, and after this, I'll be giving an as is a first class. I'll be giving an quiz. So with the quiz, you can answer for the next half an hour, and you can answer to this particular subject questions, and I'll be giving the attendance for you according to the answers which you are answering it within one particular day. Thank you, students.